Hey guys, I'm Raj and I'm going to talk about Bootstrap. So, Bootstrap is a mobile responsive framework which is designed using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It's also using jQuery, and it's a most popular framework for making UI. And you can use Bootstrap in lots of way. For example, you can use npm and you can use CDN. You can download Bootstrap source CDN or a CSS or JavaScript file. So right now I'm using VS Code editor for writing a code. So I'm using a boilerplate starter code. So now go to the documentation and then just copy the code of starter template and then paste. So here is a then save and then restart. And in this tutorial I'll show you how we can make this mobile responsive UI. So in Bootstrap, it's a working on a mobile responsive UI. So we have a two type of layout system. First of all, we have a container, and then we have a container fluid. So container is the width of the particular div sections is 80% of the web browser, and inside each container can have a rows and then a column. You can create a maximum column of 12, or you can create 6 of 12 and 4 of 12 column. Same, we have a container of fluid. So container fluid is 100% width of particular div section. Inside a container fluid, you can create a multiple rows as well as columns. And here's a you can create a single column of 12. You can create a column of 4 and then column of 8. Total is 12. So this is all about the column. So let's say I'm implementing this grid system. So this is a simple code. So I'm using container container layout. So I'm creating a div, and inside div a class name container, and another div for the row class is equal to row, and then uh, another div for defining a column colmd4 of 3. So h1 hello world, and then P for paragraph, uh, logarithm, some random text. Then same copy the same logic. Uh, so maximum you can create a column of 12 column. So save and then refresh. So this is a container fluid layout. Sorry, it's not a container fluid. Row conta, it's container. So this is a container layout, and having a three column of 4. And even you can create a container fluid. Just write container fluid hyphen and refresh. So right now I'm using container layout. So this is a container layout, and you can follow the documentation from here. So go to the layout section and then grid. This is all about the grid sections. So right now I'll show you how we can implement the navbar in our particular websites. So this is a simple code. You can use that code. So I'm copying that code and then paste. This is a name bar code. Save and then refresh. So this is a name bar. So I'll change its color light to dark, then dark. Same here. This code is not I'm not using that code and all this thing, and this one, and create a new li part, and then save and refresh. So this is the navbar, and then I'll show you how we can implement the card sections. So you can create a card of, so I'll copy the card part, copy, uh, same, I'm creating another container. So class is equal to container, then div class is equal to row, then div class is equal to colmd4, and then paste. This is the logic for the this logic will work for the card, and I'll pass the images. So this is a image URL for the card, and I'll remove the style width of 8 rm and copy the same logic, and third one column total 12, then refresh. So this is a column we have created. Same here, you can create another row. So I'm creating inside container, I'm creating another row called row. So div class row, and inside row I'm creating another column of 12, colmd12, and then h1 I'll write hello world, and then P stand for paragraph, and then lorem ipsum, save and then refresh. So the layout is pretty looking cool. So there is some issue regarding to the margin. So there is a predefined class, it's a margin properties. So I'm using M stand for margin, T for margin top is 4, margin bottom is 4. So margin top and margin bottom is 4, means 4% top and bottom, or you can use directly my4, margin top and bottom 4. Okay, then we have it's looking pretty awesome. So you can create a button, using button, and then we have a class button, class is button, and then color is btn primary, and see more, but and this is button. Okay, so same till now we have created our uh, row class, and this is another row having a 3 column 444, and there is another class having a 3 column 44. So this is another container. So uh, in this layout, according to this layout, so there is a class of call 12, and there's a class of call 3 and sorry 4 and 8. So I'm implementing this logic. So I have created a class, I'll create a new class. So let me comment all the things. So this is row 1, copy, row 1 is ending and row 2, and we can minimize. Same here, row 2, and then I'm starting row 3, row 3. Okay, and we can create now. So I'm creating a row, so div class is equal to row, and inside I'm creating a call of 12, colmd12, and h1 section some content, and then I'm creating a paragraph tab with larep with some content, and this will be less content, and so I'm implementing a class text mutate, and same I'm creating another row 4, then same I'm creating a class div class row, and then div class of column of 4, and inside I'm column of 4, I am using the list, so I'm using the list group. So this is a list group, so I'll copy the code from here and then paste, and let me increase the list element, and same we can create a div class of column of 8, and then I'll write a login form, and I'll create a login form. So I'll go to the input group, or we can use the form group. So copy that logic and save, and then refresh. Awesome, it's now looking pretty good. So there is some margin related issue. So there is a class of some content, so I'm using margin top is equal to 4, so it's pretty cool. You can use margin 5, so maximum value is margin 5 and minimum value is 0, and the last part I'm removing that thing, so I can remove that element, and then I'm creating another class for the footer row 5. So I'm creating a row and having column of 12, d12, then I'm using a chart tag, and then p, and design and developed by Bootstrap, and I'm using class text mutate, and save, and then refresh. So it's now pretty looking pretty awesome. So there is a margin related issue, so I'm using MT5 and then refresh. Okay, so you can use this thing, and this is mobile responsive, so it's looking good. So there is an issue related, the card is um, attaching. So uh, there is a property MB property, so the MB2 margin bottom 2 for each card. Save and then refresh. It's looking pretty awesome. Okay, and you can follow the tutorial, the documentation from this thing, and this is very easy to implement. You just need to copy and customize the content as per your requirement. And this is all about the Bootstrap. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, so please subscribe and do like and share. Thank you guys.